Man, I did not imagine I would ever play this game on any YouTube channel. I didn't even think about this when I was hosting a YouTube channel called Game Jab, which is an old Let's Play channel I ran for 3 years. This game was just one of those games that I didn't think was going to be possible for me to record, because around that time I didn't know that it still existed. This game looks old, doesn't it? It looks very retro, a 2D game, and you're probably, those of you who've never seen this game, you're probably wondering, what the hell am I looking at? So, I want to welcome everybody who's new to this experience. I want to welcome you to a little game called Endless Online. This game is such a huge nostalgia trip for me. This game is a part of my early teens. This game came out in 2003, released by a Voltar, which is the username. He was the admin of this game, along with several other admins, and we'll go over more of that later. There's all kinds of YouTube channels out there that can give you the history and rundown about Endless Online, and they'll probably tell you a lot better information than what I can. But let me just say right now, this game was my childhood. This game was what got me into MMORPGs. This was my very first MMORPG experience that I've ever played in my life. And the reason why it's not the best quality as most games is because it was designed to run on low-end computers. You could run this on a toaster, and you could pretty much just run it and it would work decently well. Most games, back then you had to have a pretty decent computer to run like World of Warcraft or anything like that of the sort. This game, though, it's designed for people who have low-end computers, and I was one of those kids at the time who had a really low-end computer and couldn't handle the best of the best games. And so, yeah, that's kind of where we start. Alright, so I kind of want to give a brief rundown about Endless Online. Not a full rundown. I can't give you exact dates because I haven't really been around for all of what happened. But to make a long story short, Endless Online went through several changes, and it never actually got out of the development stage. It's still not finished, and it's been abandoned by its original owners. This game, the original server crashed, was hacked actually, and crashed. I'm trying to think when it crashed. I think it crashed around 2014 or 2015, I believe. And that's because there was some people who appointed them as admins, and they started just going nuts on the server, and then they just they shut it down. And then from what I hear, the admin who owned the site, the web hosting, somehow somebody tricked them with a fake email and got the server, the information for the server, and they were able to pretty much delete all the information that was on here, and Endless Online was down. So what you're seeing now is actually a clone server. This is not the original Endless. This is as close to the original as you're going to get. It has been modified. It has been tweaked. This is not my original account. I have been recently working on this new account. Now the server is run by the user Sausage, and he's actually been doing a lot of really cool stuff with the server. Like he took away the level caps, which were preventing you from going from certain places from the map, which were dumb. The level caps were completely dumb. Eventually it just got to the point where you were just stuck in this town. Also, he took away the kill still, which is a major plus. There were times I would be playing a game, there would be times I'd be sitting here playing around, and next thing you know, I'm sitting here, I've been whacking at this this enemy for like a good solid 5 minutes, and then somebody can come up there and just do one shot, and boom, they get everything. They get the XP, they get the loot, everything. Now he's fixed it to where whoever hits, or whoever has the most percentage of hits will get the drops in the EXP. which is great. There's also now events. Events weren't really a big thing in the original Endless, and now there's several events that will actually help you level up quite quickly. And they're events that you can constantly redo over and over and over again to kind of help you, you know, get that level up there as quick as possible. But that's just my little brief recap. There's a lot more to go into detail, but there's really not... I wouldn't do it justice, honestly, to explain it. So I just kind of want to show you around the town real quick. This is Avon. This is the main town, and this is where everybody loves to hang out. This is... I don't know why this is such a big hub for everybody. A lot of really high-end players these days go here. Like, let's see if I click... Oh, here's somebody actually from the guild that I'm in right now. Let's look at their... Oh, they're a lawyer. Okay, they're actually a pretty high up rank in the game. Let's see, who else we got here? We got another cloth member. I think those are the only cloth members we have at the moment. Okay. Well, that's okay. That's fine with me. Okay, so before I get into the actual gameplay aspect of everything and kind of go over like the meat and core of Endless Online, I kind of want to share some memories, some fond memories. We're going to take a trip down memory lane. And I figured this was one of the first memories I wanted to share because as I was walking past it, I was like, you know, this spot looks like nothing right now. But to a lot of those old EO players out there, they'll know exactly what I'm talking about. So this spot right here, this spot used to be crowded with people, was flooded with people. I'm talking every inch of the space was completely covered. People would be sitting down, chilling right here, and just blocking the path. And they did it as a joke because back then you couldn't really walk through people, and I don't think you still can. I think they kind of worked on that a little bit more, but what you would do was, if you were trying to get past somebody, it would take you like, I believe, 10 seconds until you can pass through them and move to the next. But the problem is you had like line after line of people, you know, sitting right here. So you'd have to, like, you know, wait, then go, then wait, and go, and wait, and go. And it was like that for I don't know how long. Like, this game it had some crazy experiences. I remember one of the admins, Arvid, would get so pissed off at people blocking this path. And I mean, there were pathways you could take. Like, for example, you know, like if you wanted to, you could take this path. And that's how some people got around it. But then eventually people started sitting on those rocks and you couldn't pass. But I remember Arvid getting so pissed off that he would just sit there and ban people into the maze or in jail, and he didn't care. He would just be like, ah, you're banned, bye. And I remember I had a friend that just started playing this game, and she was brand new, just got out of Newbie Island, was doing her thing. She made the unfortunate mistake of walking by here. That's all she did. She just kind of like walked up over here and saw all these people chilling on this bridge. And Arvid just got into one of his ban happy moods and just banned everybody that was in the nearby area to the maze. And the maze is ridiculous. Like, it's super hard. Like, if you don't know what you're doing, it's not like a regular maze. Like, it's like you have to know what you're doing. And if you don't know what you're doing, you're not gonna make it. That's all I can say. Simple as that. Okay, I was working my way to the next area to share a memory, but here's one of the things about Endless Online I kind of want to address that it needs to be fixed, honestly. Like, there needs to be some work done. So you see some of these clothing... Oh, shit. So you see some of these clothing that's kind of sitting out? These peasant clothes? These are like the lowest of the low clothes that you can get. You start off with these clothes. The problem is, though... Let me just show you. I'm just going to walk and you see what the issue is. You see what I'm talking about? There is litter everywhere. There's peasant clothes everywhere in this game. And it's not just peasant clothes, but it's like all the low item drops too. And nobody picks them up. And the despawn rate on these, I don't even know what the despawn rate is on these things. I don't even know if they even despawn, to be honest. I think they just kind of stay. But yeah, I mean, you could pick these up and you could sell these for like 2 gold, I believe. But yeah, Endless Online's got a bad littering issue, like really bad. But next to the next memory. Yeah, I remember this was such a big thing back then. People would come in this area just to murder these frogs, just to get this stupid mask, and then they're all like, I can't get it off! How do I take it off? Ah, this cave. This cave has so many memories. A lot of annoying memories, to be honest. This cave, though, it is a newbie's worst nightmare when you go in this cave. Mainly because there's a lot of annoying mobs in this cave. And and if you're not careful, you can walk in here at the worst time. There was one time I walked right into this entrance and I just got annihilated just immediately. And I'll tell you why this cave's annoying. These little guys right here, I don't even know how you pronounce their little names here. Visceral. Anyways, these little jerks, they will follow you around everywhere. They will block your path. They're smart. They actually have a very smart path. Oh, here comes another annoying enemy too. But yeah, you get these guys like everywhere, and you get this dude, and these guys do like fast attacks. Like, see, he's like bop, 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 bop. But yeah, like, and here comes another one. This place is littered with these guys. But imagine being a newbie, okay? Being a newbie, and this is what you walk in. You go up, okay? Now imagine you're a newbie and you know nothing about what's about to happen. I know what's gonna happen, but they wouldn't. You walk in and, oh god. Okay, I'll just avoid them. Okay, there's a bunch of these. Okay. Oh god. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. And look, they'll trap you. They will block you in. I'll show you. Yeah. So they'll quickly block you in and just start murdering you like crazy. Luckily, I'm at a level where they can't really do very much to me, so they're just at this point annoying, a nuisance. But to most people, they are they're a newbie trap, is what they are. I've seen players will purposely lead these guys back to the entrance just to see a newbie walk in, and then just start getting murdered by these things. This room, oh, looky here, as I'm about to talk about this room. This room has a lot of memories for me. This room also was very popular back in the day. There were people lined up all around this little pond here just to fight this Reaper here. And it's because he drops some really good drops and he gives you really good EXP. And there were people, you were lucky if you could get a kill on this guy at the time, because you had all these really high level players, you know, coming in here just thrashing and bashing at this Reaper, and you couldn't get anything done. But, you know, he drops some good items. He drops the crossbow. He drops another bow, I believe. And he drops a lot of gold and a lot of EXP. Like, if I remember correctly, let's see what the EXP he dropped was. Yeah, the Reaper, he dropped 400. Yeah, so the Reaper gave me 450 EXP just for that one kill.
Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. You can't catch me. Can't catch me, I'm too fast, boy.
Oh god, oh god.
Fuck.
No, I don't want any cookies. Leave me alone. Okay, so this area here brings back a lot of memories. This area is where the carnivores are, and it's these little green plants here. And they're pretty aggressive, actually. They'll come and they'll aggro you. And if you're not at a decent level to take these dudes on, they will do some serious damage within no time. But this was where I would train all the time. Not this spot specifically. I'll show you the actual spot where I used to train. It was a pretty decent spot because, like most enemies that aggro you, they will all gang up on you pretty quickly. Hey, what's up? Hey, what's up? You, Uh-oh. Hey, guys. So this was my spot back in the day. This is when I was a really low-level player, because these dudes dropped like 80 EXP, I believe. Let me take a look and see here. Yeah, 80. And these dudes spawn like crazy. And I remember I'd be sitting here with like 2 of my friends playing EO, and we'd be sitting here just leveling like crazy off these guys. And this was the spot where I used to train when I was like maybe level 10, I believe. I would just come here and just train for quite some time. Like, look, here comes one right now. See? The good thing about being in a tree, like by the corner of a tree, is that I won't get ganged up by too many of these guys. So they'll only be able to attack me from 2 different angles. They can't get me from behind, and they can't get me on my my left side here. So that works out just fine. Jesus, there's a bunch of you guys out here. I think that's all the memories I'm going to share for now. I'll share some more memories as I go, but I'm kind of like trying to figure them out as I go. Like it's one of those things that as you play it, the memories come to you. Alright, so after I showed you a couple of my favorite places, I kind of want to talk about EO back then versus EO today. EO was... It was exciting. It was... A lot of new things was happening. A lot of experimental things were happening. It got so big to the point where the servers were so loaded that it would just shut down. There were times that it was just packed with people, and it's gotten to the point where, I mean, if I look at it now, like there's only 74 people on, which is not bad, but I mean, compared to like what it used to be, you know, it was thriving back then when it was on. The problem though was there was a lot of scammers, a lot of botters. This game is one of those it's one of the easiest games to hack someone's account. It's the easiest game to hack and create cheats and to create bots and to trick the system. And there was also a lot of hacks that was kind of destroying the game as it was. And the admins took notice of this. A lot of poor players, including myself, got scammed from a lot of these scammers. It wasn't always the best community. It had a lot of toxic people. Where you're going to have a good community, you're also going to have a very toxic community. Now, EO today, right now it's pretty chilled. Like, it's actually a pretty chilled day. I'm surprised. But there are times you go on here, and I kid you not, I'm looking at global chat right now, and there would be so much stupid shit going on in this. Like right here, this isn't the worst. Selling for PayPal account sweater, twin blades, snow, winter hats, Oron, fire, scavs, frost, title. Now, I would never in my life buy an account on PayPal from somebody, because that person can just easily go on their email and they can reclaim that account and just take the money from you. So if anybody's ever trying to sell you an account through PayPal, just don't accept the offer. That's honestly my opinion. I never will buy anything from EO. But I mean, so far it's been pretty chilled. But like I said, there are times that you'll come in here and it is just obnoxious. Like some of a lot of these people are adults too, and they will act like they are the most ignorant children you've ever met in your life, the most degenerate kids ever. And they'll sit there and say stuff like, you know, sexual stuff towards one another, or really horrible racist stuff to one another. Or you'll see guilds getting into fights with other guilds and just trying to make the other guild look bad. And that's really one of the biggest downfalls of this game. One of them. There's many downfalls to this game, but that's one of them, is the fact that, you know, there's so many toxic people in this community. Like I said, today it's a pretty chill day. I'm very surprised of how chilled it is. Oh, there's a fellow guild member right there. Real quick before I keep going, this person right here, I don't know who this is, the Panda, but they are they're always doing this little quiz thing and people play, and I don't know what the perks of this is. I don't know if this is a person or if this is a bot, and you'll see this bot just kind of standing here just constantly doing these little quizzes and trivia. which is cool. You know, you're adding something new to EO, and I think that's great. Panda's also got like a market on their website that you can go to, and like people can go on there and list what they're wanting to sell or what they're wanting to trade or buy, and that's pretty cool. Okay, so the next thing I want to talk about is guilds. And yes, you can join a guild in this game. It's pretty much like a popularity contest in this game. It really is what it is at this point. Back then, it was kind of hard to join a guild, and they got pretty toxic. A lot of guilds thought that they were the best of the best. The guild that I'm in right now is called the Cloth, and it's one of the better guilds that I've seen so far. There's been a lot of toxic communities from different guilds that I've seen that after seeing how the members of the guild act, I'm like, I don't want to be associated with that type of party of people. And I'm sure there's other great guilds out there besides the Cloth. I'm more than positive there's other great guilds. So if anybody's watching this and you're in a different guild other than the Cloth, I mean no disrespect to you at all. But the Cloth it's my home. They accept anyone. They strive to help one another. They help me get all my gear, really. Like, they helped me get most of my gear. This twin blade that I'm holding right now, that's not an easy weapon to get. You know, I mean, it's a little bit easier to get these days, but it was a lot harder to get back in the day. I remember working for like a good solid almost a year trying to get me a twin blade. That's how long it takes to get one. And it's one of the best weapons in the game, to be honest. I mean, there's other good ones, but there's like maybe like 3 good weapons in the game. But yeah, the Cloth is just a really great guild. It's home to me, a lot of really great people, and I gotta be thankful towards Asparagus. He's the creator and owner of the Cloth, and me and him talk every once in a while. He's just a good guy. He really is. He's a very good person, and I thank him for trying to keep EO alive in his own way to this day. This is one of my one of the members in the guild that I'm in. Apparently they're lost. Couldn't find the bar. They couldn't find the bar, so they went to the dance house. So I guess to wrap this up really is, what are my expectations for doing this series? I do plan on playing this game the way I used to play it and the way it's intended to be played. I plan on leveling up. I plan on recording my progress on leveling up. I plan on going to events and doing quests and fighting bosses in this game and just showing off the full potential of Endless Online to everybody. Also, I plan to record most of the guild events that the Cloth hosts. We do a lot of guild events, and they're pretty fun. And I think it would be a great way to show off the Cloth and how they do things around here, and just kind of show the dedication and the loyalty that the community has. It's a great way for Asparagus to keep the community going and keep the game fun and exciting when there's not really a whole lot of content being pumped out these days. Like, there's not really a whole lot to really do in this game anymore. It's stayed stagnant for quite some time. And the last updates it had, it's very minor, and it's not nothing game changer, to be honest. And it's probably going to be like that for quite some time. Hopefully Sausage will actually do some more stuff with this server and actually make some good changes to help kind of bring it back to life. I mean, it's still existing. That's the good thing, is that the game still exists and the community still exists. It's just we haven't seen anything really new. There's holiday events that he hosts, and he does do some minor changes here and there, and he's been very consistent by staying with the community versus what Voltard did. And I think that shows a will to his testament to the game. But there's a lot of things that needs to be fixed in this game. A lot of things. And we'll go through that with some more episodes. But until then, I want to just kind of leave the video where it is now, and we'll take it from there. Have a good one.